What is going on, investors? Welcome back to another episode of Everything Finance, where we talk about everything investment related, including the stock and cryptocurrency markets. So, I'm coming at you today with some breaking news on CRO Coin. Okay, you know this is our favorite project on the channel. We are pumping out content for you guys steady on this coin, as it is absolutely the coin that we are most bullish on in the crypto space over the next couple of years for multiple reasons. And if you are, wondering or looking to get more information on CRO, please do consider checking out that playlist on my channel. I have like just a plethora of information there. You could probably walk into that playlist not knowing anything about CRO and walk out being very, very well versed with CRO Coin, the value proposition, the crypto.com ecosystem, and why I see such massive potential for this platform over the next coming years. So, with that said, we are going to get into this news, as this is quite substantial news, okay? And officially, as of yesterday, as of Thursday, February 17th, Crypto.com coin is no longer Crypto.com coin, okay? I'm sure for any of you who looked at your app, you probably saw that CRO now looked like this instead. And people thought it was a glitch at first. So now, if you go and look on your Crypto.com app, CRO is named Cronos, okay? And if we read this Twitter post from the Cronos chain, it says, "We are proud to announce the rebranding of Crypto.org coin, CRO, into Cronos. The rebrand reflects the decentralization of the coin and tremendous growth of Cronos ecosystem." So Crypto.com coin, crypto.org coin, is officially Cronos now. It is no longer crypto.org coin, okay? And for those of you who are true OGs to the crypto.com coin and this ecosystem, you know that this is not the first name change they have gone through. It was initially MCO, and then they went ahead and changed it to CRO. And now they have kept the ticker the same as CRO, but they have actually changed the name of the coin from crypto.org or crypto.com coin to Cronos, to sort of promote the decentralization of the coin and the growth of the Cronos ecosystem. So continuing on, 3 months after the go live of Cronos Chain, Cronos already powers a vast ecosystem of more than 120 decentralized applications. The Cronos token is used on the Cronos chain by more than 350,000 wallet addresses, performing around 200,000 transactions daily, which makes sense as Cronos is, or Crypto.com coin, but we are going to be calling it Cronos from now on moving forward. Cronos is the native coin of the Cronos chain. And their last point, this is just the beginning. The Cronos Chain roadmap for 2022 will deliver rapid ecosystem expansion, robust protocol optimization, as well as decentralized, secure connectivity between Cronos and other chains. So, if you have not opened your Crypto.com app, please do go ahead and check your CRO holdings, and you should see that it is no longer Crypto.com coin, okay? We're going to have to get used to the new kid on the block. I mean, same kid, but just a little bit of a makeover. We are now talking Cronos when we talk about CRO. And here's the full article, okay? So, really, they just kind of go a little bit more in depth than they went on Twitter, stating that the Cronos ecosystem represents the next major phase in the adoption and utilization of Web3 by hundreds of millions of users. Live since November 2021, Cronos is an EVM compatible chain designed to support the creator economy with applications such as DeFi and GameFi, ultimately serving as foundational infrastructure for the metaverse. Cronos delivers dramatically faster and cheaper transactions than Ethereum mainnet, making dApps, decentralized applications, and smart contracts more user and environment friendly. So it is built on Ethermint, which is based on the Cosmos SDK, and Cronos supports the rapid porting of dApps and smart contracts from Ethereum and other EVM compatible chains. For those of you who don't know what EVM stands for, that stands for Ethereum Virtual Machine compatible chains, as well as interoperability with the Cosmos ecosystem via inter-blockchain communication, otherwise known as IBC. So, in the 3 months since go live, Cronos has seen explosive growth, with user adoption surpassing expectations, more than 350,000 unique wallet addresses performing transactions on Cronos. I am one of those 350,000. Over 120 dApp builders have chosen Cronos as home for their projects, spanning all categories of dApps. With the growth of the ecosystem, transaction volume has reached 15 plus million, and TVL, meaning total value locked within the Cronos ecosystem, is US $2.5 billion, respectively, okay? And over 3,500 CRC20 tokens have been minted since November 2021. To support further development of projects on Cronos, developers can apply for funding from Particle B's US $100 million ecosystem fund, get access to Crypto.com's global user base of over 10 million. And they also actually went ahead and released their roadmap for 2022 in and around the same time. They updated this name change for Crypto.org coin. Once again, just brilliant marketing by the Crypto.com team to go ahead and actually release this roadmap along with the name change to really emphasize why they are changing the name to Cronos as they make the push in this decentralization area, okay? So the Cronos community roadmap for 2022 aims to propel Cronos to the top 5 of public blockchains by TVL, total value locked, and includes rapid expansion of the ecosystem in DeFi, NFT, GameFi, and Metaverse apps with at-scale infrastructure and SDK support for developers, significant increase in transaction throughput, which is the TPS, through breakthrough database optimization, stronger blockchain connectivity, and interoperability with secure and decentralized bridges with Ethereum and Cosmos chains. So, for those of you who maybe don't have like a great understanding of Cronos, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a video in the description below. It is a link to a video titled basically why CRO will become bigger than BNB, Binance coin. And I've basically been calling for a couple of months that the Cronos ecosystem is being massively slept on. You can actually go ahead and check out that video. I believe I made it sometime maybe in like early January, late December. But we were basically talking about why I feel that Cronos, the Cronos chain, will actually be the way for CRO as the native token of the Cronos chain to actually go ahead and surpass Binance, past BNB coin in terms of market cap, and for Cronos chain to go ahead and actually surpass BNB Smart Chain in TVL, which is again total value locked. So please go check out that video for a more like in-depth understanding of what Cronos is. But this is their website here. And what I'm going to do is just give you a really quick rundown of what Cronos is for those of you who don't fully get it. Again, if you want more in-depth, link to that video is in the description below. And what the purpose of this video is going to do, I'm just really going to quickly go over what exactly Cronos is, why I am so bullish on this ecosystem, and why I do think it will allow CRO to go ahead and surpass BNB coin in the long run. And then in another video tomorrow, we're going to go in depth with their 2022 roadmap, okay? I would have really loved to actually include the roadmap in this video, but there is so much to break down on this roadmap that I just don't think I would be doing myself or you guys any justice by trying to squeeze this all into one video. So I'm going to just use this video to go over Cronos real quick, and tomorrow we will give the full update on the roadmap for 2022, which looks phenomenal. Cannot wait for that. So to summarize, really, what is Cronos, okay? So it's the Crypto.com's version of the Binance Smart Chain. It is a huge opportunity, probably the biggest in my opinion, for the Crypto.com and Cronos ecosystems to expand massively in the next few years. Cronos is the first blockchain network that interoperates with both the Ethereum and the Cosmos ecosystem, supporting DeFi applications, NFTs, GameFi, the Metaverse. And again, they're aiming to massively scale Web3 community by providing builders with the ability to instantly port apps and cryptos from other chains with low cost, high output, and fast finality. So it is powered by Ethermint, allowing for rapid porting of apps and smart contracts from Ethereum and EVM, Ethereum virtual machines, and compatible chains. Cronos' base settlement currency is CRO. It is also built with IBC, inter-blockchain communications, making it interoperable with the ETH and the Cosmos ecosystem. So because it is actually interoperable as well and built with IBC, it is also able to facilitate interoperability with other IBC-enabled chains like Cosmos and Terra. Okay, another huge ecosystem, Terra, that has gained a lot of popularity in the past year for their dApps as well as their stablecoin staking of the Terra USD coin, okay? So to summarize, what is the value proposition of Cronos? Well, it's EVM built with interoperability, giving you the best of the ETH and the Cosmos ecosystem. It has a low cost at about less than $1 American per transaction, high throughput of about 50 million transactions per day. I don't know why they break it down per day. I would like to know the transactions per minute, but I guess if you go ahead and do 50 mil divided by 24 divided by 60, that would give you the average amount of transactions per minute. Fast finality and settlement, same as block time, which is about 5 to 6 seconds. Inter-blockchain communication, a protocol that allows blockchains to communicate with each other to transfer value, interchange assets and services, and connect without running into scaling issues that are inherent in some of the largest blockchains today, like Ethereum. Okay, and for those of you who watch our H-bar videos, we talk a lot about the scalability issue of Ethereum and why it makes me so bullish on HBAR. And guys, this is a full circle kind of deal. I hope you're kind of starting to make the connections as to like how this all connects in this crypto ecosystem. Okay, so now Crypto.com is also aware of the scalability issues that some of these older, bigger blockchains are facing, and they want to get ahead of the scalability issue now. So they are fully ready to scale out without any problems as they must. Okay, and last but not least, they have portable Web3 app codes for easy development. So, what is like the true value proposition of the Cronos chain? In my opinion, there are honestly many points. We're gonna just go over a few in this video real quick, and then we're gonna kind of get into what moves have they made since we actually made our last video on Cronos chain. So, the value proposition for me is, first of all, it's one of the few blockchains that exists at the intersection of Ethereum and Cosmos. It embraces multi-chain interoperability, allowing for seamless transfers across the layer 1 and layer 2 EVM chains, plus the low cost, high throughput, and fast finality and settlement. Tries to make the process as easy as possible for newcomers, which is very in line with the Crypto.com app goals to go ahead and just encourage your everyday people to begin getting into the ecosystem. You guys also know that when HBAR launched their Smart Chains 2.0, and I saw them like putting out videos and making it really simple for developers to build out on these platforms. Like Cronos is essentially trying to do the same thing by making it very beginner friendly to get people on the Cronos chain, which is really important. Okay. Furthermore, Cronos chain actually boasts very energy efficiency and low carbon footprint, stating it is 90% more energy efficient than proof of work blockchains. And the Cronos chain is connected to the Crypto.org chain, allowing seamless transfers between the two, meaning you can actually go ahead and transfer your CRO from the Crypto.org chain to the Cronos chain through the Cronos bridge, and then use that CRO to mess around with in the dApps on the Cronos chain. Okay, so that's just a little rundown on like why I am so bullish on Cronos and the ecosystem, and clearly Crypto.com is as well, as they have been putting in the work to really build out this ecosystem. And I think that they did wait until they sort of had this roadmap completed, and they had this update for January 2022 for us to go ahead and make the name change. But I really think that this year will not only be a big year for Crypto.com, but it will also be a huge year for the newly named Cronos and the Cronos chain. Okay, so we're here with the January update on the Cronos ecosystem. And they do go over some of the goals for Cronos' further development, and we're going to take a look at this tomorrow. But just a little sneak peek, I guess, would be transition from live beta to live by Q2 2022 after one or two further mainnet upgrades and deployment of the Gravity Bridge, increase block capacity by 3 to 6 times for the short to medium term, implement a flexible transaction fee feature from the Ethermint community on Cronos, introduce additional inter-blockchain communication channels and features in the coming weeks, so more interoperability being offered on the Cronos chain, and launching the Gravity Bridge, a decentralized bridge allowing the secure transfer of any ERC20 crypto asset from and to the Ethereum mainnet by Q2 2022. So, as for our January key statistics, the total value locked in Cronos continued hovering just below $2 billion in January, retaining value amid the wild crypto market downturns and volatility. It has positioned Cronos to benefit from the market recovery during the past few days, when the TVL figure finally crossed that $2 billion mark in February, and it is sitting comfortably at $2.2 billion currently. So, as of January 31st, 2022, we saw a record high of 1.98 billion TVL on January 5th, which since then it has surpassed 2 billion, over 12 million total transactions, 350,000 wallet addresses, over 3,500 CRC20 tokens minted, 26 live validators securing the network, over 120 projects live on the mainnet beta, 7 protocols with over 20 million total value locked, and 2 billion CRO tokens bridged from Crypto.org chain to Cronos. Uh, as for new partnerships and supporters, the Crypto.com DeFi wallet integrated VVS Finance's Glittermine for VVS staking. And for those of you who don't know, where is VVS Finance? See, they have so many projects now that I'm even having a hard time finding VVS Finance. There you go. For decentralized exchanges, VVS Finance. So yeah, that has now been integrated right into the Crypto.com DeFi app, and Crypto.com app has listed Tectonic, otherwise known as Tonic, and integrated it into the Crypto.com Earn. So they've had some project launches as well, some notable cross-chain and native projects as well, such as Theta Nuts, DeFi protocol providing vaults with various option strategies, launched its option vaults on Cronos, and Charter and Order Flow Tracker currently supporting AVAX, Avalanche, and expanding cross-chain to support Cronos. And then as for native projects, they have Single Finance, a mark to USD DeFi yield earning platform, offers delta neutral strategies for protecting capital by minimizing impermanent loss. As for new tooling and infrastructure partnerships, 8board, a multi-chain DeFi dashboard supporting major Cronos protocols, including Tectonic, allowing users to monitor supply and borrow positions. They had some technical development updates as well, and bridge updates. Okay, so launch of a new inter-blockchain communication channel between Cronos and Terra, which we had mentioned earlier, to facilitate trustless interchain Luna transfers. Launch of Luna on/off ramp via the Crypto.com app with support on the DeFi wallet, as well as undergoing further testing of the IBC bridge infrastructure for other Cosmos-based chains. So that was really the big updates as for the January 2022 highlights from the Cronos ecosystem. And now we're just going to go ahead and take another look at this image that we did look at on the previous page, but we're going to just go ahead and take a little bit of a more in-depth look at what exactly is in this Cronos ecosystem landscape at the moment, okay? And you guys can see that after only 3 months of being live, like, look at this ecosystem already, okay? We have NFTs, we have oracles, we have wallets, decentralized exchanges, NFT marketplaces, forks, launchpads, DeFi bridges, yield optimizers, derivatives, lending protocols, yield farming, GameFi, and here's a nice list of the 20, I believe they said it was 21 Cronos validators, okay? So I would just expect as time goes on and on that this image will just be filled with many, many more names. And again, guys, this is all in 3 months' time. 3 months, okay? So just think about where we might be in 3 years from now, and I hope that does get you a little bit excited. And if that doesn't get you excited, I do hope this does. This is another tweet from Cronos News stating, there's no doubt that Cronos will be one of the largest blockchains in 2022. Let's take a look at the growth of @Cronos Chain in total value locked in the last 3 months. So you can see it in the last 3 months. Let's go ahead and start with the top here. You can see that Cronos has had a 361.82% increase in total value locked. And the only thing that still does not even come close in second place would be Phantom with 89.73%. Okay, so Phantom was growing at almost 90% in total value locked in the past 3 months, and the Cronos network went ahead and just like quadrupled that 90%, give or take, up to 360% TVL growth. Polygon had 5.64% TVL growth. And then you go ahead and look at AVAX, which actually had their TVL reduced by 8%. Ethereum, which had its TVL reduced by 16%. And Binance Chain, BNB Chain, which had their total value locked reduced by over 31%. Okay, and once again, I mean, listen, guys, you can check the timestamp on that video, but we made that video about Cronos and why I feel that Crow will become bigger than BNB. We made that video, like, again, over a month ago. And clearly you can see that the growth trajectory is favoring our initial hypothesis that Crow will in fact surpass BNB to become the biggest exchange in the world. So again, this chart just gets me super excited for the future growth potential of the Cronos network. And I can't wait to see where we go next. So yeah, here's the roadmap. We are going to take a look at this in another video, okay? We're going to take a nice look at this in depth so you guys really, now that you've understood kind of like what this project's all about, now tomorrow we're going to take a really nice look at where this project is headed going forward, okay? So stay tuned for that one. I really do hope that you guys enjoy that. And last but not least, real quick, as we do in all of our videos, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up with a quick technical analysis, okay? And we are at a little bit of I want to say a little bit of an awkward inflection point with CRO at the moment, okay? So since we actually did hit that peak at 54 cents, which we did call in a previous video, I actually said that if we did break out above the 100 moving average, that I would not play the breakout on the moving average. I would play the breakout if we break above 54 cents, because I felt it was highly unlikely that we actually do break out above the moving average and this strong level of resistance, as we had already seen like pretty significant strength in CRO, right? So since we had kind of started calling it at the bottom of this upper trend line here, when it bounced off of our uptrending channel, we'd already rallied about 60%. So I really did not think that the odds were in our favor to actually break above our 100 moving average and break above a strong resistance at 54 cents. So we did get pegged at that 54-cent resistance, and then we got pegged here 3 days in a row at our 100 moving average. We were kind of dangling above our 50 moving average for some support, but given the broader market sell-off in both stocks and crypto, we actually did go ahead and break down right below that 50 moving average, okay? So we are now officially below the 50 moving average. We are actually right below this really strong level of support at 44 cents, okay? So there are two things here that I want you guys to really keep an eye on if you are looking to either open a position in CRO or go ahead and do your monthly dollar cost average. This is what I will be looking for, okay? So the first thing I'm looking for here is to see if we can actually hold and reclaim this 44-cent level, okay? And if we did, we'd be trading in a very, very tight range. Our 50 moving average is at about 46 cents. But if we could actually hold this 44-cent level and just sort of consolidate sideways in between this level of support and our 50 moving average, or this upper resistance here of 48 cents, that would still look incredibly good for CRO. However, to the downside, what we could see actually is if we do break down further, what we could see is a retest of this 40-cent level, which has acted as a really strong level of support and resistance in the past. And if we did actually go ahead and come back down to this 40-cent level, I mean, again, as long-term investors on this channel, this would just be a great opportunity, not financial advice, but as long-term investors, guys, we don't want this to go to the moon right now. We want it to stay here for a little bit, give us as much time to stack our bags while other people are sleeping and reap the benefits when everyone is woken up and we were already, way ahead of the game, okay? So again, what I'd be looking for either is for some sideways consolidation between 44 to 48 cents. However, what I'd be looking for to the downside is actually for us to go ahead and hit this 40-cent level. We could also definitely go ahead and then retouch this upper trend line channel, which is why I do think it's likely we consolidate sideways or downwards for a bit to actually go ahead and come back to this trend line before we continue our move higher. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something new about the Cronos ecosystem and why this name change is actually such a big deal for CRO itself, okay? This makes me more bullish than ever on CRO, on the Cronos ecosystem, on crypto.com. I mean, this is our favorite project, and they really just keep making moves in the right direction to reaffirm why this is my favorite project. So with that said, guys, if you learned something new in this video, or if I even helped give you a different perspective on the market, I helped you understand something about Cronos or the crypto.com ecosystem, I would really appreciate a sub and a like. I really try not to ask for them too often on this channel, but I am putting just like a lot of effort into these videos and to try to get them to you guys on a daily basis so I can keep you up to date on all the news. And yeah, I would just really appreciate it. But besides that, I mean, listen, everyone who's watched this channel so far and left a comment, left a like, left a sub, I appreciate you all very, very much. You do not go unnoticed, as I'm sure you've seen. I do tend to answer a majority of my comments because I really appreciate you guys. So once again, for anyone who has been around for a while, thank you. For anybody who is new to the channel, welcome. I'm really happy that you're here, and I hope you stick around. And with that said, guys, stay tuned for more content coming your way tomorrow. Peace out for now.